either one can take it. Obviously, disappointing loss in terms of you guys were close to winning this game. Just what are you guys going through right now? And then you've got a quick turnaround this week.
But obviously, it was bound to happen. This league it's a very hard thing to do, is go undefeated. We've obviously disappointed that it happened tonight, but I think it's a good thing that we have a quick turnaround. It gets our brain working to the next game as fast as possible to hopefully get back on a good run.
Thanks.
Thanks, Maz. Thank you, Kelyn. Nico Moreno, I see you next. And as you bring yourself off mute, just a reminder to ask a question, go ahead and hit the raise hand function button. Nico, please go ahead.
Thanks, Alex. This is for Kelyn Rowe. Just obviously a demanding position in this formation for Seattle. It was very hot. How did you feel today? And, did that have any wear today, the climate and how everything kind of played out for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think the climate had a lot to play out for everyone. It was not an easy place to play. It was hot. It was midday, and it had a little bit of humidity to it. So it was never easy. Definitely, when you see those water breaks, it's going to be a hot one. But this is it's the outside wing back is a tough position, no matter the heat or the weather. So I need to make a few more runs going forward to help the team out positionally. But otherwise, I think got through it pretty well.
How do you think that Fragapane did today? I mean, he's a difficult player to keep up with.
Yeah, he found some good gaps in between Yamar and myself, and a few times we were just debating on whether to step or not. But I thought we kept him pretty quiet. He had a few maybe good touches, but nothing in the final sense. So I think we handled him pretty well throughout the game.
Steph, just throwing to you quickly. Anything you'd like to add on either of those?
Well, I think the defense did a good job. It's obviously tough throwing Kelyn in a spot that he's hasn't played all year, and then the humidity and the heat adds to that. So I think it's a frustrating goal to give up. Every goal is a frustrating one to give up, especially with defending so well and keeping so tight. And I think we had a few opportunities. If we get those, I think it's a different game. Pavi's not offsides. I think it's a different game. It was whoever scored first in that game was going to have a massive advantage, and unfortunately, it was them. And that's how the game goes sometimes.
Thanks, Steph. Nico, thank you for the question. Next up, I'm seeing Jada Evans. Please go ahead and ask your question, Jada.
Thanks. Sorry about that. It was a little late. For Kelyn, and actually for both of y'all, can you kind of describe what you saw and the breakdown, I guess, on Robin Lod's goal?
For me, I saw Nico Hansen driving at me, and that's always a difficult one as a goalkeeper because you have to protect against the shot. You can't give up anything near post. It's too easy, but he's looking to slot it. And I think they have, especially near the end of the game, they were pushing a lot of runners in the box. They were really pushing for the win. So for me, I'm protecting against the shot. I see it go across me, get deflected. I'm just trying to, chase the ball across the goal and do what I can. I think we were a little bit overloaded with numbers. I think the heat played a factor in that. And unfortunately, Lod popped up free on the back post and it kind of fell right to his foot. So it's a difficult one, but like I said, that's how it goes sometimes. And the game's behind us. We can learn from it. But we got Austin on Thursday, and I think that's the important one now.
Kelyn, anything you want to throw in there?
Well, I want to get look back at the film and see kind of what happened there. I saw a player on my right go towards the penalty spot at the top of the six there, and so I went to follow and kind of left that back post, unfortunately. So I already held my hand up to Steph and told him apologize, but it's something that we have to look forward to or look back at and hopefully fix for next game.
Thank you for that. Just a reminder, media, if you have a question, please go ahead and hit that raise hand function and we will get to you. Nico Moreno, did you have a follow-up or is that from your first question?
It was, but I'll throw a follow-up for sure. What was the messaging after this game, from Brian? Is it just kind of get back into the next game? Like, what was it like?
Hold your head up. It's bound to happen that we're this, we're going to lose a game. Like I said, unfortunately, it was tonight. You never want it to be that night. But we have had a great season. We've had a great run, and we're going to continue. We have a fast turnaround. Let's make sure we have a mental recovery, we have physical recovery, and we're ready to go for Austin. It's kind of the full team outlook at the moment.
Jada, did you have a follow-up as well? I'm seeing your hand in the queue.
Yes, thank you. I wanted to ask about some of the confrontations that were going on the field. I mean, you saw like AB, talking to the Minnesota coach, Adrian Heath, and you guys like player to player. Was that normal, or were y'all just extra confrontational today?
I think it's a heated game. It's we beat them in playoffs last year. The first game of the year, we had a handed victory. So I think they wanted to win. We obviously want to win. It's hot. Emotions are running high, especially come late in the second half. And the smallest thing can kind of throw somebody on edge. And for us as players, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're not that player, you got to reel the other guy in. And I think that's what being a team is, because one guy's going to lose his head. It happens. There's 10 guys' responsibility to pull him back. And so I think that's what we were doing, especially a young player like AB who stepped in. He's played very well for us. We got to get him back in the game. We got to get his head back focused. Doesn't matter what happened. That's part of being a pro. We deal with it after the game, but for the next 30 minutes, we need him on the field and focused.